Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Brawlhalla podcast known as Gravity Cancel. You know who I am, Rocks. Spancakes, how you doing today, buddy?
Doing pretty good today. Excited for episode 9, and next episode will be our next special guest episode. So, very excited about that. I started to draft up some questions for our guest. So, excited to have them on.
Yeah, me too, especially after checking out their YouTube channel. It's definitely a side of Brawlhalla that I hadn't really thought about diving into. But it'll be fun. And I think we should stick to every 5 episodes, have a guest on.
I agree. I like the pacing of that. Kind of breaks up the flow of people just hearing you and me talk. So
yeah, we get boring after a while.
Every 5 sounds pretty good to me. But enough about us and our lives. Let's talk about some Brawlhalla news. So
they took all my elo away, all of it.
I know. Dude, how did we go for? We're like below gold on doubles now.
I know. We went. I mean, I know we dipped back into gold and doubles, but like after we had gotten plat, we dipped back down. But we're at like 1,200 elo.
And then we lost our first match. It was pathetic. But the next couple of matches after that were pretty good. So I don't know. Let's see if we can climb back up to platinum elo again. Keep that border for you.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna. I'll probably hit diamond this season in singles.
Oh, totally. So new rank season's begun, so be sure to spend your well-earned glory. Nothing new, but those new sidekicks that they came out with a couple seasons ago are still there, still pretty cool. So,
well,
we do have
one thing new. I have. I cannot for the life of me tell you what I bought. Let me check the store real quick. You keep talking. I'll find it.
Yeah, I haven't bought anything with my glory. I'm gonna save up, and I could buy the Silver Forged Silver Forged Ox, but I think I'm gonna wait on that.
I remember what I got. I went ahead and got Gold Forged Wushang. That's the only thing I bought though.
Nice. We have to bust out the Gold Forged Yumiko and Wushang Dapper collection.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, as you were alluding to, new ranked game mode. Have you tried it out?
I have never been so disappointed in my entire life. Listen, I am in the group that thinks BMG can do no wrong. The only time they've done something questionable is the whole greatsword thing, and then of course, greatsword not getting nerfed before Worlds. I get it because so many people have, even though it was broken, had trained and spent all their time leading up to Worlds learning how to abuse this greatsword, so they couldn't just nerf it right then and there. So I hated it, but we dealt with it and it got fixed. But what were they thinking? Brawl Ball, 3v3 solo queue Brawl Ball. You just released crew battles and you're hyping it up with the Pro Series, and we don't get ranked crew battles? Oh my gosh.
So I think crew battles will probably be next because I've heard quite a bit of backlash as well about Brawl Ball. I was in the camp too of like, okay, Brawl Ball, 3v3. But I spent a day with it, played it for a good probably 3 or 4 hours, and I really enjoyed it actually. It's not something you can play solo and expect to have a fun experience, but if you get one other person and you kind of figure out strategies, it's really fun actually.
I could see it being fun with a team.
Yeah, I solo queued myself, and I started to get frustrated because people would either leave or just give up halfway through if we were losing. Yeah. But we'd run into teams that were running like legit strats. Like there was a Bryn, and I'm wanting to say probably Hattori, and Hattori was running, and like the Bryn would just clear the goal so that the Hattori could score. There was a triple Mako team that was just dominating, man, because the greatsword down sig and because it covers so much range, and then the side sig like pushes people out of the goal.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's the move right there.
Yeah. And then one thing I started to do that I really liked was if I was trying to score, I would jump and then do a taunt, so it would hold me in the air, because people always go for grounded attacks. So I would stay in the air for just a long enough time to score.
I got you.
Yeah, there's some cool strats, man. We'll have to give it a go sometime. Maybe we can get gold in that or something and earn some free glory. Because what's cool about the glory for that is you earn it as you go. It doesn't come up at the end of season.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if you're like just you're 100 glory off, you play some Brawl Ball and you can buy whatever you want.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm not happy about it. I wish it was more of a competitive mode as opposed to like just a game mode, but it's fun. It's fun for what it's worth.
Ranked Horde mode next season.
Ew, no. I don't want a PvE ranked mode.
Well,
although it would be cool to have a leaderboard.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Pro Series is still going on. I have not got to sit down and watch it yet. I thought about trying to do it today, like listening to it while I drove, but not really the best way to experience it.
No.
I have tried to avoid all the trash talk I see on Twitter. I don't want any spoilers.
Okay, well then I won't spoil it for you. I was gonna do a little synopsis of what happened based on the Brawlhalla.com news page, but we'll save that. Did you get to cash in any V2 colors?
No, I left the stream up. I've got them. I just got to wait until I catch a Brawlhalla stream to copy the colors down.
I can't remember my first. Maybe it was Taros. I wasn't super excited about that, but I did get Lucian, which pretty cool. Lucian's the Raven skin with the V2 colors looks really good.
I bet. Speaking of drip,
I knew you were going to go there.
The Gravity Cancel Showdown has commenced. It has released. Now, if you listen to the last episode, you already know what we're talking about. Well, probably not because we didn't give it a name, but it was essentially the charity challenge that I challenged Spancakes to last episode. First episode of the battle, Bodvar, Cassidy, and Orion, is up on YouTube. And you can also go to either our Twitter or find us on the subreddit and vote for who's drip won. Not going to tell you who's in the lead currently because we're going to wait until next episode comes out next Saturday and kind of go from there, releasing who won the first week's drip contest. But something very unfortunate happened with the very first episode.
Are you going to try to keep a Saturday release schedule for the videos?
Yes.
That should be doable, I think.
We have hit an unfortunate speed bump, though. Spancakes has actually been disqualified from the 1v1 competition.
Oh, I have?
Yep.
What happened?
You cheated.
I cheated. I have someone else playing on the controller while I trash talk.
Yeah, someone recovered your account. So brief talk about that. Somehow I lost the Bodvar fight. Very, very close. Fun little match.
I thought you were going to give spoilers on that. Or are we not giving spoilers on the second one? I guess if they haven't watched the first one, that's their loss and they get to hear the spoilers here.
Yeah, spoilers. Skip ahead like 60 seconds. But essentially, I lost Bodvar somehow. Very close match.
I had Hammer.
Cassidy, I got destroyed. Fun little unarmed montage in there, though. I think if I would have stuck to unarmed, I would have been closer. I'm not saying I would have won with unarmed, but it would have been closer.
If there's a legend that you just don't have a clue with either weapon, so maybe Scarlet is that next legend. I think you just go unarmed. And
then Orion came down to the wire. One stock was deep red.
That was one stray signature from either person's victory.
And then we just had some loser that used a lance.
Oh, yeah, totally. Yeah, well, I know I probably can't take you with spear v spear, so I had to take the poor man's game and use lance.
I don't... I gotta get my mind off the showdown. There was... No, I gotta get my head in the game for those showdowns.
Not yet. So we're not going to give spoilers on what happened with Vrax, Nash, and Nye, but next week we have Hattori, Roland, and Scarlet. How are you feeling about those?
You said Hattori, Roland, and Scarlet?
Yeah, those are the next three.
You can play spear, but like you mentioned earlier, I feel like my spear's a little better, and you can't play sword at all. So I think I've got Hattori.
I will say that Hattori, out of the ones we've played so far, she's the one I'm most worried about.
Okay. And then also, I don't know. If you abuse those rolling signatures on Lance, you might get me there. You're just going to use the Lance the whole time. And then who was the other one?
Scarlet.
Oh, there's no chance I'll win that one.
I don't think so either.
I'm going to go completely unarmed the entire match.
Well, you could get me with a stray signature with her because her signatures are disgusting.
That is true. That is true.
So yeah, be sure to catch this week's episode 2 on Saturday, and then we'll be recording episode 3, and that'll be out a week from Saturday. So
I'm having a lot more fun with it than I thought I would.
Yeah, I look forward to it because it's only 20 minutes of time to record the matches. Good little trash talk, and I really enjoyed your editing on episode 1. So I look forward to see what you do with episode 2.
Yeah, it's got some memes in there. I try to limit them though.
Nah, it's a good balance.
Can't get oversaturated. Well,
so
today's gonna be a really fun episode because we are gonna do some speculation. And as the man who predicted the TMNT crossover and the Synthwave crossover, or not crossover, Battle Pass, yeah. I'm a little hyped for this one.
Yeah, it's since BMG won't give us any information on a new legend, which should have been out by now.
Only game in the world where a Battle Pass doesn't immediately start after the last Battle Pass.
I do kind of appreciate that. I don't want this long of a break, but I burn myself out grinding the missions.
Yeah, and we're still constantly getting content other than the Battle Pass.
Yeah, but I'm surprised we haven't heard anything. They're just gonna ghost drop a Legend and Battle Pass on the same day, probably when they start an event, and we're just gonna be oversaturated with new stuff.
That's how they do it. They just do a live stream, and they're like, "Oh, guys, guess what? I'm White Sheepy. Battle Pass. 2 weeks from now.
Battle Pass started yesterday.
Download it now."
So we're going to talk a little bit of speculation about 3 things. The new Legend weapon combinations, the next Battle Pass theme, and a future weapon speculation, because we should be getting a new weapon sometime second half of this year, maybe first quarter next year. Hopefully.
So I'm thinking we save the future weapon for last.
I agree.
You want to do Battle Pass first?
Let's do Battle Pass first.
All right.
So we each came up with 3?
3 of each. Yep. 3 of each. So my very first one is Cowboys/Western.
Ooh, like a spaghetti Western theme?
We just got Reno, and he's pretty Western, and then we also have the that Western style chest, and I'm thinking Reno for the level up legend. Maybe he gets more and more desperado looking, mainly because I don't think I would. Well, if we did get a Western one, I wouldn't be surprised if Reno was the max level, but I feel like they wouldn't make a brand new legend max level for the Battle Pass. But they did it with Mako. Legend. Well, yeah, they made. I'm talking the max level Battle Pass skin. Mako was like the level up one. That's why I put Reno in the level up one.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And then I'm guessing that Mordex might be the max level one.
For a wet. Oh, dude, Mordex with the cowboy hat would be sick.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing. Maybe like what is a dog-like animal that lives in a hyena? Do they live in the desert? I don't know. You live closer to deserts in the U.S. than I do.
Yes, we don't have hyenas. We have coyotes.
I have coyotes.
We have bigger coyotes, I'm sure. We got desert coyotes. Look them up. They're a thing.
All right, desert.
We also have these. We have these disgusting things called javelinas, which are like these stinky, like boar pig things.
How the heck do you spell that?
It's like javelin, but with an A at the end, I think. And they like travel in packs, and they're super mean, man. And they smell like a dumpster. But,
oh my gosh!
They just like walk through neighborhoods, man. It's weird.
Looks like a pig mixed with like a hamster or something.
Yeah, they're disgusting. Anywho, so okay, Reno and Mordex, I kind of like it. So you said Mordex for the max level and Reno up for the level up.
Yeah, I'm not super confident in that.
I like the idea of Cassidy being the max level.
I was thinking that too. I should have threw it in there.
It's too cliche because she's pretty much a sheriff anyways. But she's one of the first legends, so I feel like she deserves that.
I feel that.
What if they made it Cassidy, but instead of like her typical like skin and hair color, they did the old school Cassidy.
Oh gosh. We don't talk about the original Cassidy.
Okay. So my first one, Mayan mythology. So we just had the Norse one. So I don't know if they'll do two like mythology types back to back. But
in a game based off Brawlhalla, no way.
Yeah. Who do you think I picked for the max level one?
Obviously, Nye.
Yeah, I think you don't really have another option because she's like the only really Mayan-inspired legend.
Mm-hmm.
But the level up one, I had a really tough time with this. And I think I want it to be Kaya.
I could see that. Kaya needs a
Kaya and Maya, they rhyme.
Oh, yep. You've got it figured out.
Yeah, that's it. Kaya Maya. You just call the skin Kaya Maya. Maya Kaya.
Oh my.
Whatever you want to call it. But yeah, you just have like it, be like very Jaguar influenced, death, sun and moon type stuff. You have like you could make I don't know, maybe like Taro. Who would be a good? Oh, Barraza would make a good like Shock. He's the rain god inspired legend because he had these big axe things.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be really cool.
I'd like that a lot.
But yeah, I think that's my first one. See, I didn't come up with two legends. I came up with one just for like the max level. I didn't think about the level up one, so
I gotcha.
I'm coming up with that one on the spot. So hit me with the next.
This one's gonna be fun. Pirates/nautical theme.
Okay, a lot of influence on that already.
Who do you think my level up skin is? You'll never guess it.
A level up pirate skin or nautical, pirate/nautical.
Yep.
Vrax.
Nope. Vector.
Vector? Oh, dude.
Submarine, bro. Submarine.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be really cool. Who do you think I picked for the headliner?
Sidra.
Yeah. It's not going to happen because I feel like the point of the all the battle passes have been stuff that already exist in games. So like you've got the Japanese demon or Japanese legends like thing, and obviously we've got plenty of Japanese or ninja-like characters in Brawlhalla already. I mean, Hattori already had a demon Hattori skin.
Right.
Norse mythology, I mean, obviously, and then Synthwave, there's a Synthwave chest. And plenty of like Synthwave-y character, Miami Dome, and that kind of stuff. But I feel like it wouldn't actually be Sidra. Also, I put Mermaid Sidra, by the way. But
Siren Sidra would be so sick.
Ooh, yes. But I feel like they pick characters that didn't already have. Like Nyx didn't have a Synthwave type skin. Does that make sense? Like they probably wouldn't.
Kinda. I mean, Nyx had like the Nyx Couture one, which is not a synth wavy, but it has that urban feel to it.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't know. We'll see. But
yeah.
Siren/Mermaid Sidra would be pretty sick.
I like the Siren idea. Okay, so Mad Max, or like a post-apocalyptic
Ooh, baby.
Borderlands vibe,
You
something
are
like that.
talking my legend. Talking my legend.
So,
talking my
yeah,
language.
well, yeah. Who do you think the level up characters?
Barraza.
For sure. Brawlhalla's already got that aesthetic, so
Oh, yeah.
building on that would be super cool.
Oh, yeah.
Get these like really like weird like chainsaw axe or something for a max level one, for a max level up skin, and then the max level battle pass legend. Who do you think on that one? This one's kind of out there, but I think it would work.
Vrax.
Vrax. No, not Vrax. Olgrim. Because like Olgrim could have a really sick like
someone's got to make
lance.
weapons during the
It's just this really absurd rocket lance made up from like scrap parts and stuff, and he's kind of got that Mad Max like Tinker vibe to him, so he's already got the goggles, you know.
I like it. We'd obviously get a Scarlet skin too somewhere in there.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd like to see a post-apocalyptic core.
Ooh, that would be awesome. Just like a graffitied rock or something.
Yeah. All right, what's your third and final Battle Pass speculation?
My third and final is Egyptian theme.
Oof, I like it.
I'm thinking, what do you think for my level up?
Level up for Egyptian. Man, I don't want to give it to Mirage because she's already got the Battle Pass. No, she doesn't have a Battle Pass skin, does she?
Nope.
No, she doesn't. Wow.
It's not Mirage.
Probably Mirage. Okay.
It's a Zuri.
Oh, yeah, it'd be really cool.
Of course, Egyptians were obsessed with cats, but you could even, the final level up could even be like a Sphinx. How do you say it?
Okay, I like that. No, that's not Sphinxer.
Did you know there was, oh goodness, someone overthrew an Egyptian pharaoh once by releasing a bunch of cats on the battlefield.
And they didn't want to kill them?
The pharaoh commanded his army to go collect the cats. And then on top of that, I think they either strapped cats to their shields or just even the fact that they had cats painted on their shields. Like, it was against the law in Egypt to strike or do harm to even of imagery of cats.
Like to deface an image of a cat?
Yeah. And they just marched right in and won. I can't remember who
so
it was.
obviously it wasn't like an Egyptian army, right? It was some other army? Or was it
Romans?
Ronan.
Roman?
Rome?
Hold on. I got this. Which
interesting.
Egyptian?
It's probably like Ramses or something like that. If someone skips to this part of the podcast, they're going to be really confused.
Lost to cats.
Which one?
Cambyses the Second.
My favorite pharaoh.
Oh wait, it is said that Cambyses II, after the battle, hurled cats into the faces of the defeated Egyptians in scorn, so they would. Yep.
Huh.
Oh wait.
There you go.
Cambyses II is the one that won. I don't know where. It was the Battle of Pelusium.
I'm gonna have to read about that later. Obviously,
BC.
Cambyses was more of a dog person than a cat person.
For sure.
Okay, back to Battle Pass speculation.
And my max Egyptian. Who do you think?
A Mirage for sure.
Nope, Wushang.
Wushang, you're gonna give up.
Sun God Ra Wushang would be hard, bro.
Dude, that would be cool. What about a Horus Mordex?
Ooh, that'd be a good one. Actually, you know what? I'm really stupid. Do you want to know why I picked Wushang?
Why?
Because Ra has like a spear scepter thing.
Yeah.
You know who else has a spear? Mirage.
At least like 8 other legends.
Mirage.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh. All right, hit me with your last battle.
Dude, sorry, I'm gonna get sidetracked here. The Corsair Mirage is a really thick skin.
Yeah.
I have never seen anyone use that one. Okay, final Battle Pass speculation for me is Space Space! I want a space battle pass skin. Like, all things space. Just aliens, astronauts, you know, from real to, like, fantasy.
I want it very, like Pizza Planet, like Buzz Lightyear, kind of like...
I want some of...
space.
Yeah, I want some of those. I want, like, 60s space film type stuff, like, with, like the robots with HVAC duct arms and stuff.
Yes. Oh, my God. Core.
Yeah, core.
Oh, that'd be so perfect. All right, is your level up one Vrax?
Level up one actually is Vrax, because I feel like you could do a lot with that one.
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna guess the max level one.
Let's see, who would you put as max level? Astronaut Yumiko.
No, but that would be cool. Zol. Space orc, man.
Oh, like Warhammer style space orc. Oh.
No, that would be cool. But I'm thinking of like a Buzz Aldrin's type spacesuit, just the traditional spacesuit.
We went two totally different ways with space orc.
Like, okay, can you picture his head inside of like the fishbowl
yes,
helmet, you know?
Amazing.
And then his signatures, this is the only one I went this far in. The cannon would look like a rocket thruster, right? And his downsig where he like creates those like little like the 4 volcanic things, it would just be rockets launching out of them.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
And then his like side sig would have his like a thruster backpack type thing, and it would just like shoot out as he's like side sigging over to the opponent. So cool.
That would be really cool.
I don't know why I went with that, but just as soon as I thought orc and space, I'm like, no, not Warhammer. We're having Buzz Aldrin Zol.
I like it. I like that a lot.
All right.
Do you want to do speculation? Probably not going to be as fun as that one was.
No, we should have saved that one.
Next weapon combination, assuming we don't get a new weapon.
Which I don't think is going to happen.
I don't think we will either. I say with these, we just name all 3 of them one at a time and just kind of explain our thought process.
Yeah, yep.
So
So you go through your list, I go through my list?
Yeah. So number 1, I went with Sword Orb. I feel like that's something people have been asking for a long time. Sword's always a good weapon. Orb's a fun weapon. It's kind of reminiscent of Sword. They go good together. Good move there. This next one would be the sweatiest combination of all time. And no, it's not Hammer Scythe. It's Guitar Scythe. Oh my.
Yep.
Can imagine the levels of sweat on this character, dude. Guitar Scythe. I would vomit. Speaking of vomiting, I've also got the worst possible weapon combination, which after seeing ranked Brawl Ball, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a Spear Cannon Legend.
Ew, no.
Exactly.
That doesn't even sound fun.
That's what I'm saying. Just Brawl Ball.
I feel like that legend would just be like a slightly worse version of Wu Shang.
Oh, yeah. All right, what do you think about mine?
I like them. I like the orb sword idea a lot, because I do want, this isn't one of mine, but I really want an orb Qatar legend.
I see that.
And I think it would work very similarly. It's just sword's a bit more based than Qatar is, so I like that idea a lot. Qatar Scythe is actually one of mine, so I'll go ahead and throw that one out there. I want that one.
That is a scary
really bad.
Thought.
Yeah, because they're both like very string heavy, and Qatar controls you in a weird way. Like if you get a good read on someone with a Qatar, you can carry them wherever you want for another 2 seconds till their dodge is back. And then your third one was what? Spear Cannon? I don't want it. No, just...
Yeah, I mean...
I will be fine if that legend never happens.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound fun to play. It doesn't sound fun to play against. I've never heard anyone ask for that.
Yeah, no way. No way.
So I've given you my Qatar Scythe. See, I think, and a lot of people seem to think this as well, Dusk was the last Spear legend, so I think we're going to get Greatsword Spear I think it's probably like the most likely one.
Okay.
It doesn't sound fun either at all, unless the legend has really fun signatures. It sounds like a really boring legend.
I feel like they might cool it with Greatsword for the next legend. Or, well, I guess they already did that with Reno. I forgot we got Reno. Whoops.
You know what? They might, unless they do a balance patch. If they do a balance patch and like get Greatsword to like I don't feel like it's in a bad spot. I just feel like there's some tweaks it needs.
Actually, you might see. There's two ways to look at it. You could either say when they made Orb, they made 4 Orb legends: Dusk, then Fate, then Thor, then Petra, best girl. So they could make that 4th Greatsword legend, or I'm thinking they're gonna see it as, well, Orb came out a year before Greatsword, and they shouldn't have the same amount of legends, so they go with an Orb legend. So we get either Katar Orb or Sword Orb.
Or they just go Greatsword Orb.
Oh my god.
Which actually sounds like a really fun legend to me.
And yet again, I have forgotten about Reno. Reno's also an Orb legend.
Right. And then my last one is Greatsword Scythe. I like that idea a lot as well, because Scythe is like very air heavy. Like once you start a combo, you're going straight to the air, whereas Ground Sword is what I feel to be a very grounded combo heavy weapon. You're not really carrying people in the air with it. You're kind of just attacking on the ground.
Sandstorm just sneezed somewhere in the distance. He would go in so hard with Scythe Greatsword.
I know, it would be disgusting.
I don't even want to imagine.
But like from a casual perspective, or from a lower elo perspective, like I don't feel like anyone that plays Scythe can play Greatsword very well, and vice versa.
That's fair. Okay.
So I think it would create some interest in both weapons from a different side of player base.
Okay. So now that's your 3, right? You got Scythe,
Yep.
Katar.
What are your thoughts there?
The Scythe Greatsword, I don't ever want to see it. Same thing with Katar Scythe. Too good. Can't. And what was your other one? You said?
Greatsword Spear.
Nah, I don't really want that one either.
Yeah, that's kind of like that's like my cannon spear with you. I'm like, I don't really. I could go without it, but I think it's likely because it's been a long time since we've had a spear legend.
Yeah, you're right.
They can do Spear Orb. That'd be cool. Oh wait, there we go. Spear Orb.
We've been doing that all week. Hey, is there a Gauntlet Hammer legend?
Is there a Sword Hammer legend? They need to get on that.
I can't remember. They need to get on that if there's not.
Okay.
So this one's going to be real fun and real interesting. I've been thinking about this stuff for a while. The new weapon. Whenever we get a new weapon, what will it be?
All right. I think we need to go back to doing it one at a time for this.
I agree. 100%.
There's some back and forth here. There's a good chance that 1 or 2 of these, because we've mentioned them in the past a little bit, so we might have 1 or 2 of the same. So we'll see. I guess I'll start this time.
All right.
My first one is Tomahawks.
Oh, that is a cool guess. Holy moly.
My picture for this is something like, it'd be similar to Katar's. You'd have 2 of them. It would have some like grapply mechanics, kind of like Scythe. But one of maybe a side air or a down air attack would be a thrown weapon, kind of like the Orb is. So like, like the Orb down air, where it does that throw. I think instead of down, you do a side one. So you do like a side throw.
So you know how like Scythe, you can like move people to the other side of you? Like,
yeah, I'm picturing a lot of that.
Imagine the opposite. Like one of the light attacks is you like take both tomahawks and like stab them on like on their shoulders and then flip over them, and now you're
behind them. Yeah. Oh,
that would be really cool.
Get on that BMG. That'd be so cool. But yeah, I'm just picturing like it kind of like combines the best of guitar. Like it would need to be toned down a lot, but it would combine the best of like guitar, scythe, and then some range. So something like the orb attacks.
For sure.
And I think you could kind of do a cool mechanic where if you miss with the thrown part of it, so like say the side air or whatever it is, you can only use one tomahawk, and maybe you lose the ability for a little bit. Maybe you lose the ability to do the grappling side of it. So there's some risk to throwing out the thrown attacks.
Okay.
It's like say you lose it for like 3 seconds, and then you like pull another tomahawk out or something like that.
I like that one a lot. That is really fun.
So let's hear your first one. Hopefully not tomahawks.
No. So one of my favorite weapons in general is a Morning Star, which is just, the ball and chain. It's a flail. But I feel like its attacks would be too similar to Orb. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel we could have, like, a crossover or some skin where the Orb just has, like, a chain animation to it. So let's skip over that. And instead of a flail, it's a mace. So...
Okay.
Just like a shorthand mace. So, you know how like Magyar's hammer is a really big mace?
Yeah.
So just, a small one-handed version of that. And it's kind of it'll be not necessarily a heavy weapon, but pretty darn close to it. Like not as heavy as axe, and it's not going to have the grappling of hammer. Just imagine if hammer didn't have the grappling aspect to it. It's like a fusion of axe and hammer.
Okay, I was thinking something more like a sword, like a slow sword that hits kind of like an axe as far as like
I like that
range goes. A slow sword. Yeah, I think that something like that would be possible because it kind of fits a role where like it does something that sword doesn't. It hits harder, but it's not quite like got the big sweeping attacks that an axe does.
Yeah.
Or have as much range. I like that idea. I kind of thought about a flail too. And I feel like a flail could still be done if done right. I think you make it like a two-handed weapon. It's like a heavy flail. And it's just like orb, but it's slower and hits harder.
Okay.
Something like that.
I can see either one of those.
My second one is a shield.
Woohoo! A man after my own heart.
Yep.
The Rising of the Shield Hero, baby.
And
it's a really good anime, by the way.
I have no clue that was an anime. I thought you were just gonna, say as soon as Shield comes out, it's the Rise of the Shield.
Do you know what an isekai anime is?
No,
it's essentially the trope of like teenage boy that lives with his parents and spends all of his money on hentai and Gundams. He gets hit by a truck and wakes up in a fantasy world.
This is a genre of anime?
Yes, there's
more than one.
Konosuba, Overlord, Rising of the Shield Hero, How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. That time I reincarnated as a slime.
So wait. Okay,
RE0.
So
I could go on.
The character is essentially a teenage version of you.
Yes.
And gets hit by a truck and then becomes a superhero.
They just not all of them become superheroes. Let's get that straight. They just go
They go comatose.
World. Yeah. Essentially stuck in a fantasy world, even though you're the 16-year-old from Japan. But I digress. The best one...
Wow.
Maybe not the best one. One of the best ones is called Rising of the Shield Hero. Mm-hmm. And these 4 kids get sucked in through these books or whatever, and they're in this fantasy world, but each one of them gets a weapon. I think one gets a sword, a spear, and maybe a bow. And then everyone makes fun of this other kid and like kind of exiles him because he has a shield, and that's his weapon. But he gets...
You're going to have to link that to me later so I can see it.
He does some awesome stuff.
All right. You know what? I might check it out for you.
You should.
Link it to me later. Okay, so Shield, I don't have many ideas with this. I think you need to have a defensive mechanic that doesn't change or break the game. So I don't want like a parry because no one else has a parry.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking like a down signature puts you in a stance, and if you, or not down signature, a down light puts you in a stance. Like you pull the shield out and you block, and if you block an attack with it, your next attack just does like slightly more damage or slightly more knockback.
Maybe,
next light attack, not signature.
Maybe whenever you get attacked, when you're like blocking or whatever with the shield, like you still get knocked back and you take a little bit of damage, but maybe it's less.
Yeah, I could, like, because that could work really cool if you're off stage. Wow, man, I don't know. That kind of changes it, though. Because if you're off stage and you, like, block an attack and you get less knockback, maybe that attack doesn't kill you now. And normally it would kill anyone else.
Unless the light attacks start off, like, in a defensive stance. And if someone hits into your defensive stance, the character automatically animates and does a rebound attack or something.
Well, that's like a parry though. Maybe it's like a defensive greatsword, and you start each attack puts you in a defensive stance. Well, maybe not each attack. Maybe like I'm just gonna say downlight. Downlight puts you in a defensive stance. If you get hit, you can string into something else.
Oh.
I don't know,
really
something like
recovery.
that. Yeah, like your recovery is non-existent.
Okay.
Something, I don't know, something like that would be cool.
So with my next one, I was thinking a weapon that kind of fits a role that we don't really have, which is, of course, we've got Yumiko plays a very defensive role, but it's more defensive than like actually blocking, and by defensing more like just protecting like teammates or breaking combos. And I would go with a whip that has
that's my third one.
The whip has like really good range to where like it doesn't do a lot of damage, it attacks really fast and has good range. It's really good at interrupting. It'd be great for twos.
It would almost be like a staple at that point,
and almost have like a grappling aspect to it in some regard.
Yeah, okay, I like that.
The thing about whip and shield, though, they both could be kind of game breaking. But then, I mean, we got great sword with tons of strings, and now that they've put it in its place, it's not as game breaking.
Yeah, something like I want another weapon that's not just I hit you, you get knocked back.
Yeah,
I want something that has a unique characteristic to it, and they've done a good job with those. With Scythe being way different than anything that was previous to it. Yeah, whip would be cool, and I'm thinking something that has the range of like most of its attacks operate at the range that like Blaster's Sidelight does.
Yeah.
Because when you're doing Blaster Sidelight, you're not at risk of getting hit by much.
Yeah.
But if you miss it, you get hit pretty bad. So.
And maybe like the light attacks with the whip, although they have like the longest range in the game for a side attack or a side light, the farther away you are, oh no, it wouldn't make sense theoretically with a whip. I was going to say the farther away you are, the less damage it does, but
that'd be the most damage.
Yeah.
Maybe it just has...
that's the thing. The spacing is just ridiculously hard to hit.
Yeah. So that's an attack in like Smash Bros. And I think a couple other fighting games do it. It's called I think it's called Tipper. And if you hit with the tip of like a sword with like Martha Roy, it does more damage. Man, I wish I had our next week's guest on so that they could actually explain it. But it does more damage if you hit it on the tip of the sword.
Oh, I gotcha.
So yeah, it could have that effect, like a tipper effect. Yeah, because we don't have that, and it's not game breaking, but it pays off to have the right range.
Yeah.
You know that
Blaster
that
Legends would love it.
Oh yeah. Dude,
Whip
Blaster
Axe First Legend. Let's go.
No, Blaster Whip. Oh, that'd be so fun.
All right. Well, I've kind of spoiled your third pick, so
yeah.
You want to go on with your final pick, unless you wanted more wanted to add more to the whip.
The whip was my final pick, man.
Wait. What was your first?
Yeah, Tomahawks, dude.
What was your second one?
Shield.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for my last one?
Yep.
I want you to try to guess.
All right, so you went with whip. You went with, what was your first one?
The mace.
The mace. Okay, is it a, traditionally, first of all, is it a weapon that already exists?
Like in real life?
Or fantasy or whatever. It's not some like original creation like Rocket Lance.
It's kind of an original creation.
Okay. Is it a ranged weapon or like a close-up melee weapon?
I would say close-up melee weapon.
Close-up melee weapon. Is it bladed or blunt?
It could be either, really, depending on how they decided to design it.
Is it Great Gauntlet?
It's pretty close.
Brass knuckles.
Nope. You ready for it?
Yeah, what is it?
When I say this, you're going to think I'm really stupid, but then I'm going to explain it really well.
All right.
It's boots.
Boots.
I'm serious. Foot-only combat?
You know, it would be cool. Like just bunch of kicks and...
Yeah, I mean, look at My Hero Academia. Main character Deku broke his arms a whole bunch, and now his shoot style, his kicking is like his main thing. Fire Force, Shinra, main character, he kicks people with his flamey feet. Kicking combat is cool. And there's not really, other than unarmed, not really any kicking being done in Brawlhalla.
Right. Well, so, the hammer in light.
Like, just imagine, imagine a light attack where you like slide and like from the ground kick them in like Rock Lee style, like kick them in the chin and knock them up into the air.
Yeah, I'm picturing a down like where it's like a backflip kick to the chin or something like that.
Oh my gosh, you could do so much fun stuff with it.
Oh yeah, so I would think it would have to be like it would have to be a string weapon like greatsword. But maybe because it's kicks, maybe it's like 4 or 5 string attacks.
Like imagine if Gauntlet was more string heavy.
Yeah. Oh, Gauntlet is string heavy.
I mean, it's like one string.
Yeah. It'd be Gauntlet with your feet.
It'd be so cool.
I like that idea a lot.
Like just imagine how many cool signatures we could have where like. Oh man, you know the core signature, down signature on Gauntlet, where he smashes the ground.
Yeah,
imagine that, but you just stomping. Like raise your foot up and you've got like your arms up in the air and you just stomp the ground real hard. Oh my gosh, it'd be so cool.
I'm picturing like Sweet Chin. You probably don't know this reference. Sweet Chin music by Shawn Michaels, WWE, like just a sidekick to the face.
Not a clue. Or the oh gosh. Where you the side air would be like a double foot like drop kick or whatever. Like you're just in the air, you're completely sideways, and you kick them with both feet. Dude, this is the best weapon.
Bicycle, like Liu Kang bicycle kicks.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That would be so sick.
Oh man, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, I like this idea a lot.
All right,
it could be like very sweep heavy. Like you sweep and then it puts them in like a stun state or something, and you can follow up.
Exactly. So I think we should do a recap and say what we think each person's like best guess was.
All right, best most
idea.
Probable or best?
Just your personal favorite. So for my battle pass, it was cowboy / western, pirates versus nautical, or Egyptian.
I like the cowboy idea a lot.
Because
you can go so many different ways with it. You can have like a Clint Eastwood, it's like skin, or a Clint Eastwood taunt or something like that.
Oh yeah,
it'd be really cool. So my 3 were Mayan mythology, Mad Max or post-apocalyptic, and space.
Oh, I'm really stuck between Mad Max and space. I might have to give it to Mad Max though. Yeah,
because there's not much like post-apocalyptic influence in the game, so I feel like expanding on that would be really cool. I love Space Zol so much.
Oh yeah.
Weapon combinations. I had Great Sword Spear, Great Sword Scythe, and Katar Scythe.
Well, I feel like where we both picked Katar Scythe, we're just gonna have to go with that one.
Ugh. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's my favorite of the ones we both mentioned. And is it possible to be the next legend? Fate was the last Scythe legend, but we just had Mako 2 legends ago.
Is it possible that we get a Gauntlet legend?
A Gauntlet, man. The first boot legend has to be Gauntlet boot.
Oh yes, 100%.
It has to be.
Oh, it'd be so cool.
So yeah, I'm gonna say of the weapons, you had boot, you had flail, or excuse me, mace, and man, what was your third one?
The whip.
Oh yeah, the one that we both had. I don't want to go with whip because I think it's cool, but it needs some fleshing out. I think boots is probably the best.
Yeah, I told you, it sounds stupid when you say it, but when you think about it, it's really cool.
It needs a cool name. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Just boots.
Cleats.
Cleats. Tap shoes. You just your character
we could
sounds
have
like
a tap dance character. We could have a soccer player character. It's endless.
There's so many things with feet. Let's. What about mine? Tomahawk, shield, whip. Which of those?
Tomahawk. Oh
dude,
my
easy.
gosh, easy.
I love the idea. All right, so that ends our speculation. We'll see if you can go 3 for 3 on battle, or 3 for 3. Third guess correctly. You guessed the last battle pass, and you guessed the crossover. So let's see if you can guess this next battle pass.
I'm ready for it.
And see if one of us guesses the weapon right. I feel like the weapon combination, like, there's so many guesses out there that someone's going to get it right. So I wanted to close out this episode because you've been getting a few commissions done, and we've kind of expanded upon what we're doing as far as content creation goes. So I just wanted to give a shout out to some artists and some content creators. So who's really been impressing you lately?
So even though I feel like we've brought up Illumi like every podcast episode since we met him,
Yep.
I do have to say one thing. I have been commissioning artists for almost a decade now. Because I mean, you got to think I used to like design board games in my free time and stuff, and
Right.
I really like commissioning artists. And even though I've had board games, tried to make my own IPs, I've got a ton of original characters and stuff, I've spent a ton of money on commissions, and I would do it all over again. But I've never, ever, in anything, had like a fan art made. And by that I mean like Illumi went out of their way to draw the cutest little edgy Petra face for our Twitter, and like I tried to give him money, would not accept it. And that's
you just gotta
like,
send over some BMG coins, man.
some BMG coins. But it's just like, it was such a happy moment. Like I'd never realized until I was like, wait a second, has anyone ever drawn me something without me paying them?
Nah, Illumi's awesome. They post their work in progress in your Discord, and like you just kind of get a sneak peek behind the scenes of stuff they're working on. So I really enjoy Illumi's style. I don't follow too many Brawlhalla artists. I just whatever art I see, I just look at who it was by and kind of enjoy it. But I really enjoy that Illumi shares the work in progress posts, and great artwork, great commissions. I love our Gravity Cancel podcast image.
Mm-hmm. And then another
Go
cool
ahead.
shout out. I don't know if you hang out on the subreddit, don't you?
Yeah.
So oh goodness, I just had their name in my head. Hold on, let me find it. It's Undefined, I think. Is that right?
Oh yeah. I think I've seen some of their stuff.
They're the ones that do the killer artwork of Brawlhalla characters that are like, it looks like it's about
like
to go in the game.
Yeah, like it looks like they are the artist.
Yeah, it looks like they actually work for BMG and they're making games. Yeah, undefined.
Yep. No, that stuff's good. I like the and I unfortunately can't think of anyone, but I saw like a I think it was a Beach Ember skin, Beach Ember art the other day, and it had like this like pseudo realistic style that not a lot of people do. Obviously, it wasn't like realistic drawing of Ember, but it was like more like 3D-esque than the typical Brawlhalla art. I can't remember who it was, but it was really cool. I wanted to give a shout out to. Unfortunately, I like I said, I don't know many of the artists on a name basis, but I wanted to give a shout out to a Twitch streamer, Slow Motion Gaming. Are you familiar with him?
No.
So he has a pretty decent community going on, and just looking at, he's got 13.5k followers on Twitch.
Oh, that's cool.
But he does a lot of giveaways, a lot of tournaments, but he's even more boomer than us. I won't give away his age, but I believe he's older than myself. So.
What a boomer.
I know, but what that gives you is a more mature Brawlhalla audience, and not in like a. I'm not saying like the Brawlhalla community is immature. I'm saying it's more edgy. It's just more of what I want to see out of a Brawlhalla streamer, just being themselves, not trying to cater to the community.
For
like
sure.
his community is they know what they are. So I appreciate that. I highly recommend checking him out. He actually popped into my stream one time, and that's how I found out about him. He popped into my stream one time for like 2-3 minutes while I was streaming Brawlhalla. He's like, "Oh man, I like the vibe you got going on," and then like bounce out. Like nothing other than that. Just came in, gave me that little nugget, and left. And then I started following him after that. So
nice.
And then one other shout out for another content creator. I unfortunately can't name them, but they will be our guest next week. And I kind of alluded to it.
Is it really a shout out at that point?
Well, it's a shout out so that you come in next week and check out who I was shouting out. This guy, man, he is doing some really cool stuff that it doesn't exist in a compiled manner outside of the videos he creates. And the videos he makes are very digestible, gives very good explanations in a very concise manner. So if you want to learn more about a specific legend and what's good and not good about their attacks, tune in next week and we'll let you know who that shout out is, because I'm super impressed with his work.
I think I might. I don't know. I've not seen the show. Excuse me. I have not seen the show notes you have ready for this mystery character.
Yeah, so I did start to draft those up, but I want to have your input and add to the questions. I was kind of
thinking, what stances should we be playing on our mains?
Yeah, me too. That's always one of the questions I have is like, who has like the best, defense stance, or who has the best strength stance? And then when I pick my legend, I'm like, I don't know. Should I be using defense? Should I just use base? Is base good? I don't know. So maybe some of the questions like that will be answered next time around.
And then of course, got to shout out Earls. Don't know how to say it.
Yeah, they just popped in Discord too, right?
Yep, they just popped in the Discord. Can't go without shouting them out, since I have been getting them to do some art for me.
Yeah, I saw the work they did. Are those both finalized?
Yep.
For you? Yeah, so what was it, a Bryn and a Petra?
Mm-hmm.
Really good work. I dig that style too. It's not something you see out of other artists a lot, so check out their work. I think you'll probably link both of them in the let's give all these links in the YouTube description.
You got it. I like the way that you danced around the word lewd.
Yeah, that's what they are. They are definitely lewd.
So now I just got to figure
mature.
out. Just slightly more mature. Now I just got to figure out how to get. I gotta workshop how to get Demon Battlepass Satori looking fresh.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Good luck on that. What are you doing with these commissions? Are you framing them, putting them in your game room?
That is a great idea, but currently right now I'm just using them as a Twitter header.
Twitter header? Nice. Well, we're sitting right at an hour.
Yeah, we just hit an hour.
Yep, really good episode. I enjoyed that. Hopefully one of us guessed right on something.
Oh, I'm sure we did. We have.
If you throw enough guesses out, you're going to guess something right.
Yeah, you'll hit something.
Yeah, that'll do it for episode 9 of the podcast, Gravity Cancel Podcast. If you haven't already, join the Discord. Hop in there. You can listen to this live. I didn't see anyone hanging out this time around. Did you? Zesty probably popped in at some point.
Zesty always pops in.
But yeah, so if you want to come hang out, listen to this live, commission some lewd artwork or some more PG artwork. Got a couple artists. We're gonna be like we're just gonna have a bunch of artists, and then people will come to our Discord to commission. Yep. We'll be like we'll be their managers, I guess.
Yep. We get paid nothing, but that's the name of the game.
Yep. So anything else for you?
Nope. I just want to thank everybody for listening to the Gravity Cancel Podcast. Thanks for vibing. And
vibes.
Yeah, come watch showdowns where I smack spank cakes around.
Yeah, we gotta give a shout out to us, man. We're putting out some top tier content. No one else is doing what we do. There's no other Gravity Cancel podcast. There is no other charity tournament that is just between two people going on for 5 months.
Yeah, it's a long haul.
What's our estimated end date? Like November?
Like early November.
Early November. Cool. Right in time for BCX, right?
Oh yeah, where we will be featured in top 16.
Probably.
Probably. Most likely.
All right.
You can bet on it. Actually, I wouldn't bet on it.
Yeah, I would not bet. If you want to win some money, don't bet on it. But if you wanna donate some money to whatever betting website you want, that's a safe bet.
All right. Let us know what charities you like.
Yep, we've rambled on long enough. That was like a 2-minute outro.
Oh my god.
All right. Peace, guys.
Peace. I'm probably gonna cut that peace. That was kind of stupid.